Welcome back to the channel. I'm Johnny. I'm the Whittling Piper, and today I want to talk to you about picking your first pipe. Picking your first pipe does not have to be daunting, and you've probably got a lot of ideas on the pipes that you want, maybe a particular style, maybe a particular brand, maybe you're wanting a church warden like Gandalf. I want to go over with you some thoughts I have on picking your first pipe, the advice I give to friends who are thinking about getting their first pipe. Then, afterwards, you can take my advice or leave it, because this is all subjective. But at the very least, if you hear me out, you'll take this advice, and if you make a decision that I think might be a mistake, you'll be able to make it knowing full well, hey, Johnny had this reasoning, but I'm going to do it anyway because I really want this particular pipe, and I'll know what I'm getting into then, and so you won't regret the decision because you'll know beforehand, here was his reasoning why I might not like this one thing, and I didn't like that one thing, but I knew it going in, and so it doesn't bother me a bit. And that's the whole goal, so we're still enjoying what we're doing. So let's flip the camera around, we'll jump right into it, and I'll give you my reasonings for why I think particular pipes are better than others for your first pipe. The way I see it, there are three things that we need to consider for new pipe smokers. Number one, they're going to smoke things hot. Their pipes are going to be hotter than normal, hotter than they should be, because they need to learn how to control that and need to learn how to do that. But that's going to take time. Number two, they're going to be smoking wet. They'll be smoking gurgling, and they're going to be still learning how to control their pipes, learning how to smoke properly. And number three, they're going to be smoking a lot of different types of tobacco. What can we do to mitigate those issues? First thing we can do is smoke on corncob pipes. Why would I suggest corncob pipes as the first pipes? Well, first off, this is the Tom Sawyer from Missouri Meerschaum. This pipe costs $8.25. It is a smaller bowl, which allows you to smoke a smaller smoke, especially if you're first smoke, and get through it rather quickly, and it won't get as hot because you're smoking a smaller bowl. The other issue is that when you're changing out a lot of tobaccos, different types of aromatics, and new pipe smokers love aromatics. They're the ones that smell really pleasant, have really nice room notes. They got vanilla, they got custard, they got all these wonderful things. Those can tend to ghost a pipe. What does ghosting mean? Ghosting means when you take one flavor in your pipe, you wind up tasting that flavor again and again with every subsequent smoke. Even if you change flavors out, maybe you switch from vanilla to wild cherry, and then you're still tasting vanilla tobacco in your cherry flavored smoke because you smoked it in that pipe. But with corncob pipes, you don't face that issue. With corncob pipes, they don't have a problem with ghosting. The other thing about corncob pipes is they're going to be cooler than Brier or Hardwood. And this is a nice cheap Brier pipe. This is one from Morgan Bones, and this one cost about $45 brand new. It's an unfinished pipe, doesn't have any kind of finish on it. It's gotten darker over time as I've smoked it. Here is one that's not nearly as dark because I haven't smoked as much, and here is one that is completely unsmoked, and you can still see that exterior. These are great pipes if you're really wanting to go with a Brier pipe, but they can ghost, and they're going to be hotter because they're Brier, and you can burn through them if you smoke them improperly. But they're also $45. Let's say that you're not sure if you're going to like that hobby very much. This $8.25 pipe is going to solve a lot of those problems. It's only going to cost $8.25. That is a crazy cheap price for a pipe. What else do they got? This is the Legend corncob, and this one is $10. And you probably see this one on TV, right? In different episodes of different TV shows, maybe the Andy Griffith Show. A nice thing about this one is it is also a filtered pipe. New smokers are going to smoke pipes very wet and very hot. These have paper filters on them, 6mm paper filters, and those paper filters can absorb a lot of moisture. So getting a corncob pipe with a filter can help you to mitigate that moisture buildup that you're going to have. It's a really great thing about corncobs is they allow you to play around with features like pipe filters to see if you like them. And here's the other secret about this, right? Let's say that I don't like filters and I know that. I can leave that filter out of this pipe, and guess what? It is going to smoke just like a regular pipe should. You're not going to have a problem with it, even without that filter in there. Or you can leave that filter in there, give it a shot, but either way, change the filter out after every smoke. Let's say that you don't like the look of a corncob pipe, but you still want to get a cheap and affordable pipe. What can you do? This is the Ozark Mountain Hardwood from Missouri Meerschaum. It is simple. It is effective. It looks better if you like that, but it is hardwood. So this one will ghost. It will get hotter. And this, again, is a disposable pipe because hardwood is going to burn through over time, especially if you're a new pipe smoker. If you've been around for a while, you've been smoking pipes for a long time, you can smoke a hardwood pipe and make it last forever. Odds are, as a new pipe smoker, you're going to burn through it eventually, and you're going to wind up damaging the pipe because that's what we do when we're learning. We're not easy on things when we're learning stuff. This is the poker hardwood that Missouri Meerschaum has. Now, this is much more stylish. It is also a filtered pipe, so you got 6mm filters there, and those paper filters really do well at soaking up moisture. If you really want one that's stylish, a little bit more stylish, for only, what is this one, $21? $21, and it's just a really affordable version for your first pipe. That's a really great option, because then if you ghost this pipe, and this is hardwood, so this one can be ghosted, you're not going to be worried about it too much because it's a $21 pipe and you're not worried about having to replace it. This one here is the Country Gentleman. It's $18.99. This is one of the pipes I started off with as well. I like the Country Gentleman because it's a little bit more than the $10 version of the Legend corn cob. This one's $10.37. This one is $18.99. It's got a better finish on the bowl. It's got a slightly larger bowl. Because the bowl is thicker, it's going to be cooler to the touch. Corn cob is already cooler than a Brier pipe is smoking it, and so you're going to have a cooler smoke than a Brier. You're going to have no ghosting going on, and this one also has a filter to it. So you get that paper filter to help soak up moisture. If you're a brand new pipe smoker, you're going to enjoy this pipe for the smoking experience better than you will some other pipe that you get just based on aesthetics. If you're learning how to smoke a pipe, this one right here could be your daily driver and help you learn more about pipe smoking than most other pipes. A good corncob pipe is all about that. If you want to have Brier and you go for it, this is a billiard style pipe from Morgan Bones. I love this pipe. It is absolutely fantastic. But the issue there is that you are smoking a Brier pipe. Brier pipes are going to get hotter over time. This one is 9mm filtered, so it's got a larger filter, so it's still going to soak up moisture for me. And I love smoking a filtered pipe. Full disclosure, Missouri Meerschaum sent me all of these pipes to do a video on. They sent me these, 5 pipes here. This is not a lot of pipes. These are pretty cheap pipes. Why would they send me those pipes? Because I reached out to them. I said, hey, I'm going to do a first-time pipe smokers video, like for picking your first pipe, and I want to talk about Missouri Meerschaum pipes. I'd like to talk about these pipes specifically. Here are the pipes I would like you to send me for the video, and they sent them to me free of charge because I'm doing the video on the pipes. I asked for the pipes. I reached out to them about getting the pipes for the video on because I don't want to spend a lot of money buying brand new pipes I can do a video on, and so I just figured I'd ask to see if they would send them to me. Now, that's the disclaimer. They did not pay me to do any particular review on them to say, oh, they're just the best in the world. I will tell you honestly, though, that there is no other company making corncob pipes that I would trust to make corncob pipes. There are individual pipe artisans making corncob pipes that I would trust, absolutely. But there are no major companies out there making corncob pipes that I would trust. Do not buy a corncob pipe on Amazon. Go to Missouri Meerschaum's website. They have been making pipes, making corncob pipes since the 1800s. I think 1869 is when they were established, and it is absolutely fantastic. They are a company in Washington, Missouri. It is a small company. I mean, small, but like the corncobpipes.com, they're selling pipes all over the world. So if you're going to get a corncob pipe, only get it from Missouri Meerschaum, only because they have been making pipes, making corncob pipes specifically since 1869. No one else is making corncob pipes in the States. They are making corncob pipes in China, but they don't have any kind of control over that. What kind of glue are they using, right? With Missouri Meerschaum, I know what kind of glue they're using. I know what they're using for the stem. I know that I'm not going to get extra harmful things added in outside of the pipe tobacco that I'm smoking. I know that they know what they're doing when they're making corncob pipes, that I'm not going to be getting polluted with other things that I shouldn't be getting into. There's no harmful chemicals that are involved in making a pipe that I'm smoking that I can't, like do without, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't like avoid. So like these pipes are absolutely fantastic, and this is where you should get them. Now I have corncob pipes already. This is a freehand pipe that I've got from Missouri Meerschaum. It is nice, large. I really like it. And when I want to look like MacArthur, I can smoke it. And when it comes to corncob pipes, the stems are made out of plastic. There is a website called Vermont Freehand that makes and sells forever stems. So if you really get hooked on smoking corncob pipes, you can get a forever stem from them. Tell them what kind of, or when you go to buy one, you can select what kind of pipe you got. I selected freehand, and they sent me a stem that fits this freehand pipe, and I can choose the color, I can choose the shape, I can choose if I want it to have a straight shape or bent or whatever. And so I chose this shape, and it makes it a little bit longer, almost like a church warden. And yeah, I really like that kind of pipe. I like that stem. So if you want to go to Vermont freehand, you can do that. Nice thing is too that this stem also works with the Country Gentleman. So I pull that out, and this stem doesn't have room for a filter, but I can still put that into my Country Gentleman. And then right there, I've got a nice long pipe. And the nice thing about having a longer pipe is that it takes longer for the smoke to travel through here. And you would think to yourself, that's not real much longer, Johnny. That's barely longer. That's not going to make that much of a difference. Honestly, it does. Having a longer pipe stem definitely makes a difference on the coolness of the smoke. And you don't take my word for it. Try it. And you go, wow, that actually does make a difference. Holy cow. That's the thing about all this stuff. All the advice I give you is all stuff you can verify for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. Go out and find out on your own self and know what you know. And there we go. So that's my advice for first-time pipe smokers. Again, we have 3 major problems that new pipe smokers are going to have. They're going to smoke hot, they're going to smoke wet, and they're going to be smoking a lot of different types of tobacco. And the thing about smoking lots of different types of tobacco is that you're going to ghost your pipe. So corncob pipes will solve that issue. Number 1, right there. Number 2, if you're going to ruin a pipe because you're smoking it hot and you're going to burn through it, having a pipe that costs $18 or having a pipe that costs $10 is not going to be breaking the bank. It's not going to be causing you to whine about what you just did to your own pipe. So that's a fantastic thing. And third, smoking wet, having a pipe that's got a filter in it is going to soak up some of that for you as you learn to smoke without causing a lot of saliva to go down your pipe stem. That's my reasoning for picking corncob pipes for your first pipe. Outside of that, there is also the option of estate pipes. So estate pipes is a euphemism that we in the pipe community use for used pipes. You find a pipe at an antique store that looks like it's in good shape. If you're going to look for a pipe in an antique store, here's what you look for. Look at the bit. You want to make sure it's not beat up, chipped up, or damaged too much. If it looks like it is, don't buy it. You want to look at the bowl. Is the bowl not beat up? I mean, this one's got scrapes on it that I can deal with. There's no hole going from the chamber to the outside of the stumble. And I want to look for that. And I also want to look inside the chamber and see that it is still circular. It's not oblong on one side where it got burnt out real bad, like it's got to punch a hole through because someone burned it so bad they burnt the briar. Brier, which is what this is made out of, doesn't burn easily, but it can burn with an inexperienced pipe smoker. And some inexperienced pipe smokers will smoke them, burn big holes through them, and they go, oh, I want to get my money back from them. I better sell this. And that's terrible. So don't do that if you get one, but also now you know what to look for if you decide to get an estate pipe. And that's all I got for you today. I hope you understood my reasoning. I hope it made sense. Thank you so much for sticking around the end video, though. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, head over to Facebook, Instagram, give me a like and a follow over there if you will. And outside of that, I'll see you folks next time.